Alright folks, last fall, I should say in December, being we didn't have any snow and it was still raining, we were able to get a bunch of fencing done last winter. We got this fence coming up the hill to this post, and then from here we're clearing down along here to an angle down the hill. See, we're cutting trees down and opening up for the fence. Trying to clear it back so if a tree happens to fall in a storm, it hopefully won't land on my fence, but if it does, we have a chainsaw or two. So we're clearing this down the hillside. We'll put a corner post in the corner of the field down here, corner over by the road, follow the road down, and so forth. We'll put a post down there, and I'll show you in a minute. We fenced already along the property line over there coming back up the hill. But we're gonna open this up, go through and thin these woods, and hopefully get some grass to grow. Because I don't know, but my cattle don't really grow on tree bark, so. This is what she's looking like. We'll get the skid loader back up here once we get these logs picked up and hauled back to the yard. Push this brush back a little more. I want to make it so there's a gator trail on the outside of the fence and the inside. I want a trail on the outside so I can get to the other land over there for checking crops, and I want to be able to ride around the inside of the fence with the gator to check the fence. So that's what she's looking like. That's what it looked like before. Nothing grows in there but trees and brush, so we want to go through and thin it and get some grass to grow. We're going to thin all the softwood out and try and leave most of the oak and some of the maple. Normally we tap maple trees in the spring, but being it's so warm this year, I don't think it's going to be worth even trying, so we're going to take a break from doing maple syrup this year and focus on fencing. So I'm going to pause you guys, ride down the woods a little bit farther, and show you a few other things. Here's the trail we cleared last fall with the skid loader. Get grass growing on it right now, and then when we cut firewood, we'll keep working around this property, opening it up from the outside, get more grass growing. We got ruts, it's pretty muddy. And I've got a fence running down the center of it, or post running down the center. We're gonna divide it. Be a fence up here. There should be a fence at the bottom of the woods, dividing the woods from the field. That way we can run the cows up and down each side of the fence for grazing. Alright, here's our sugar bush, which is not operating this year. This is at the other end of those woods. We plan to leave this stand of maple alone just for the maple production. But on this other side we plan to thin all this, open it up. Here's the other line. We got the wires run. We need to finish putting T-posts in the ground. And we continue clearing around down here, open this up more. We want grass to grow all the way around it. Here, this is last fall, we cleared this out for the most part. Needs more to be done, but when you run everything by yourself, it's hard to get a lot done at one time. So this fence line will go all the way down to the road, down to that field. So yeah, that's the pasture update. You can see yesterday I went and sprinkled clover and orchard grass seed on the ground. It's still been freezing at night, so hopefully the frost will help pull that seed in the ground and get it growing. But we just plan to thin this enough that grass grows. We don't want to clear it. We've got a lot of rabbit and pheasant and grouse and stuff up in these woods we like to keep here. Deer. Obviously there's a deer stand. But they say once the mud dries up a little bit, so we can get the skid loader on the fields, we'll get some footage of the skid loader working and putting up fencing and what have you. I just don't want to go out there and tear the ground up right now if I don't have to. But yeah, these woods are pretty thick right now. Alright guys, well, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more and I'll keep the updates coming. Thank you.